I'm a mom and a wife and of 3 kids and do carpool and all the stuff that you kind of think of when you think of a soccer mom. That's me, and sports and kids and church stuff. I led a small group starting with junior high students when I was a senior in high school, and I enjoyed my high school years, and I thought it would be great to hang out with other high school students who were at least interested in coming to church. I didn't really have to be sold out, on fire for Christ, I'm going to go onto the mission field. It was just kind of all sorts of students, all sorts of girls that wanted to kind of grow in their faith or learn something more and develop a friendship with other people. You know, I know that God uses other people to impact the spiritual lives of others. And one, I was totally impacted by a small group leader. And I just knew that God does things in relationships. And I knew that hanging out with a group of students, a small group, would be impactful in a student's spiritual life. One of the first times I met my friend Misha, I remember the very first big impression that she made on me. And it always comes back to her laughter, and that's exactly what I think of now. But Misha totally stood out just because she, it was that laughter again. It was that laugh. I know that we grow best in an environment of trust and acceptance, and that's what I wanted to provide for that small group, for Misha and her friends in that. And I think that a small group provides that. You know, one of the exciting things about hanging out with students and watching them grow is when they choose and get into ministry themselves, and to see Misha become a mentor, a small group leader, hang out with high school students, hang out with young women, and really love on them and pour into their lives and make them a part of her life is really incredible. The great thing is that Misha and I, like I said, have known each other for quite a while. Misha and I are still friends, and we still totally do life together. We've been through, you know, I've been at her high school graduation. She's been there when my kids were born. I've been there when her kids have been born, and it's so fun. If there are students out there watching this who are not a part of a small group, I would encourage you 100% to find a small group, to be a part, to get involved in a small group. Get connected with people that you can trust and you can be accepted by, and ask those crazy, silly questions that you think you shouldn't ask anywhere. And also, if you are in a small group, be looking. Look for who you can start to mentor, who you can start to pour some of your energy in your life. And even if you don't think like you're the spiritually smartest person out there, you know, I started doing this when I was 17. I sure was no further along than any of you, but just loving on people was the big deal, and letting them, like those words, trust and accept, just keep coming back, that you could give that to somebody else.
Hi, I'm Misha McGill. I am married and a mom. I have all boys. I grew up in a family that went to church on holidays, and so when I got to junior high and high school and there were people there that cared if I was there every week and invested in me, it made it even that more special to be at church. I had this great small group leader. Her name is Kathy Fields. Kathy was a great model of a small group leader. We have, I think, probably pretty different personalities, and my personality can definitely be more chatty and whatever, and I learned that you just need to listen. She was a great listener, such a great listener. Her quiet spirit, you just knew she was taking everything in that you said and processing it, and only would give back advice if you asked for it. Due to the fact that I've had such great small group experience in my life, I knew that that was going to have to be part of my future, not only always being a member of a small group, but leading one with high school students or junior high students. And so I think that because of the model that Kathy gave me, I was prepared to start my own, and always had great, groups of girls. And one in particular was a girl named Allison Hibbard. And I just saw a lot of myself in her and a lot of potential, that she was going to use the small group for good and potentially maybe even one day continue that tradition. Some of the things that I saw in Allison or that drew me to Allison were her spunkiness. She was fun to be with. And to be honest, sometimes that's the easiest thing to get things rolling is, who do you want to hang out with, you know? And so it was always very easy with her. Becoming a mentor after being a mentee for so long really opened my eyes to a lot of things. One, it's not always easy, so it gave me even a bigger respect for Kathy and all the years that she invested in me. But it also showed me that it's not now just a one-sided relationship the other way. I've realized I probably taught Kathy a lot of things because I'm learning so many things from Allison and my other girls. And so it's always going to be a two-way street, which is a really fun reward that I didn't even know was going to be there. If you're somebody that's watching and you're trying to decide, should I be in a small group or not in a small group, this is the time to do it.